What's up, it's Phil from Fit World Exposed. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a very requested video, which is the ultimate rear delt swing guide, because I've been talking a lot about the rear delt swing on my channel and on Alex's channel and on my blog, but I never actually gave you guys a tutorial on how to do the lift, and a lot of you guys didn't even know that the lift existed in the first place. So first things first, the rear delt swing, it's a lift popularized by John Meadows. It's one of the lifts that's really going to bring up those stubborn rear delts because it combines the best of all worlds, using heavy weights, using partials that still have a decent range of motion. You're doing in a strict fashion on an incline bench. It has carryover to your other lifts because it's a free weighted movement, and the benefits go on. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It's a lift that you should be doing, in my opinion. It's one of the best rear delt exercises apart from band face pulls that are like isolation lifts. So as far as compound lifts, I always recommend snatch grip exercise like snatch grip deadlifts, snatch grip rack pulls. But as far as the isolation lifts, I don't think this one could be beat. So we're going to get into the technique today. I'm going to elaborate on everything from the setup to the weights you should use, rep ranges, and the list goes on, so enjoy. Okay, so first things first, I want to talk about the bench that you want to use at which degree. So you basically, this is going to depend on your anthropometry, so your limb length, how long your arms are. But generally speaking, I like to tell guys that you want to use 30 degrees on the bench. So this is 15, this is 30. So if you have longer arms, then obviously you want to put it up a bit. If you're a bit shorter, you can put it down. But for the general population, I'd say 30 degrees is fine. Now, as far as the weights, I'm going to do a general presentation. So you could grab the weights, put them at the top of the incline just before you start. Now, as far as your legs are concerned, there's two ways to do it. Some people like to put their legs right at the seat of the incline, and other people like myself who like to lift a bit heavier, I like to use somewhat of a sumo stance to set up. Now, you bring the dumbbells down. Okay, so we just discussed the stance that you want to use. It's either feet on the bench or sumo stance. Now I want to talk about the chest position, because some people, they have their chest way too high on the bench and it's like suffocating them. Others have the chest way too low. Me, I like to be somewhere in the middle, so I like to have the end of the incline bench a few inches above my nipple line. So grab the dumbbells, somewhat of a sumo stance, right here. Now when I'm in this position, I personally like to round my chest a little bit because I feel like this gives me a better stretch in the rear delts. Now when you initiate the swing, you do this. So that's another point I want to elaborate on. Rounding the chest, it gives you a better stretch in the rear delts on the eccentric part of the lift. And also, if you want to take it a step further and get a superior stretch, you could even try squeezing your pecs at the bottom of the lift, like so. So grab the dumbbells, swing, squeeze the chest, swing, squeeze the chest. This is very similar to when people do curls and at the bottom they kind of flex their tricep just to get that extra stretch in the bicep. So you can kind of apply that principle to the rear delt swing. So now I want to talk about the range of motion of the dumbbell, because the rear delt swing is a partial lift, but it's not such a partial that you're not getting that much range of motion. You still are getting a respectable range of motion with a respectable amount of weight, and that's why we love the lift. So I personally don't like to touch the dumbbells at the bottom. I like to have them maybe a few inches apart. And as far as how high you go, I'll show you right now. So some people think that the rear delt swing is pretty much a fly where you're going all the way up. But that's not how you handle super heavy weights. And a lot of people, other people do the rear delt swing where they do like a real partial, and that could be done, but me, I like to go somewhere in the middle. So right here. So as you can see, the range of motion is still decent, but I'm handling way heavier weights, and this allows me to get that really deep stretch with heavy weights to stretch out those rear delts with respectable loads. Now I want to talk more about the programming and the rep ranges. So as far as programming is concerned, the rear delts can take a lot of abuse. They recover pretty fast. So twice a week doing rear delt swings is perfectly fine. As far as the rep ranges are concerned, I like to get that 100 rep total. So I'll do 4 sets of 25, 3 sets of 33, 2 sets of 50, and occasionally I'll even do 1 set of 100 just to really blast them. So as far as the straps. This is a very common question I want to address. A lot of people think that you should always do these strapless. Me personally, I think that from time to time it's okay to use straps on this exercise. Let's say you're using 100-pound dumbbells, you're doing like 2 sets of 50. You really want to train your rear delts. We don't really care about our grip for this exercise. You could train your grip later if you really have lagging rear delts, and you could use straps to really bring them up, and you could train your grip later, and straps are going to help your grip from dying out. So if you bang out those extra 20 reps with your straps, it's better than not getting those extra 20 reps without the straps. So there you guys have it. That's the ultimate rear delt swing guide / tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys start incorporating the rear delt swing in all of your programmings. You can do it once a week, twice a week, you can even do it 3 times a week if you want, but you really want to bring up those rear delts, because especially for drug-free lifters, they're really a lagging muscle group that I tend to see in a lot of people. Everybody has good front delts, some people have good side delts, but I rarely ever see a person with rear delts that deserve a second glance. So develop those rear delts, do the rear delt swing. I'll elaborate a lot on the rear delts in the future videos, but for now, this is a staple that you should start incorporating. You can do it at the end of your workout, and it's really gonna protrude out. It's gonna make this side delt pop out more, and it's just gonna give your delts that fuller look that you're looking for. So let me know in the comment section below what you think, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.